Hello, everyone. Welcome to the computer shame. The computer shame show.
I mean,
Talks
you're right.
over Gamesville. I'm Sean Bell. I'm joined by David Turners.
Hello.
James Farley.
Hello.
And Matthew OJ, the Juice Man Murray.
Hello. This is a TCGS technically, but
Mate, you gone out for a little burglary tonight, have you? A little bit of robbing some houses.
You haven't.
Yeah,
Matt,
it's
you
just
haven't,
easier
you
if I
haven't
have
been
it
sick
on
in
now.
that one, have you?
No, this is a new hat because everyone, was unsalvageable.
Oh yeah, you threw up in it, didn't you? I remember about that. Who's paid you to drink out that mug? What you did? That was a very.
I missed this. What was it?
It was a
This is just my
very
Saturday Night
obvious
Live
product placement. Oh, is it?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I got this on my honeymoon. I was saying to Jill today, if this breaks, I'm going straight to New York to get another one. I could order it online, I guess. But
So, I'm not actually using it at the moment, but I've got a colour change Super Mario mug.
Lovely old
That was a
Joss.
Christmas present from my brother a few years
I
back.
like the colour change mugs, but only when it reveals a nudie lady. Sean,
it might reveal a nude Mario. I'm not sure. Don't really drink hot drinks, so I've never
yeah,
checked.
if you did it too hot and then his trousers started disappearing, you're like, Isaac, close your eyes.
Like 3 weeks after Christmas, my brother messages me like, "Hey, have you tried that mug yet, mate?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's good, yeah."
Actually, another thing I've been doing since New Year is trying very tepid tea.
Yeah.
Very just sort of very,
Don't have hot
not
tea
too
room temp.
What's the point in having super hot drinks that you can't drink?
Can't even
and
drink
you have
them.
to leave?
Can't even drink them. What's the point?
Nothing too hot, nothing too cold.
I found this out.
Before we get started,
Go on.
Now, before we get started, right? Have you ever been in a situation, right? Because we go to site meetings all the time, and they're loaded with people, and everyone has a coffee. And when everyone's drinking their coffee, it feels like I have to wait an extra 5 minutes before I can start drinking mine. Like you see, all the coffees come at once. You know they've all come out of the kettle at the same time. They put them in front of everyone. Someone drinks it up.
Yeah.
And I'll go,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's true, isn't it? You do look, you think, what is wrong with you? Like, it's just.
No, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that goes through that. Where
Maybe it's because we started drinking coffee and stuff like later in life or something, and like all these other people are just.
Yeah, we haven't got the calluses in our mouth.
Yeah. No, because I found out, like Lemsip and stuff, right? The instructions always say use hot but not boiling water.
Yeah.
And for years I thought that was like, oh, does it like fuck up the chemicals or something? Does it make it not work? But no, I looked it up and it's just like, well, no, it's just the only reason you need boiling water for tea is because that's the only way it prepares it properly. Lemsip just doesn't need to be hot.
It's just and it burns your mouth.
Yeah,
it burns your mouth.
It's just a waste of everyone's time.
It's the same with hot water bottles, though, right? That's a better example because you want that to be as hot as possible, surely.
But doesn't that cause the rubber to perish?
No.
If you do that.
There is a risk of it. Apparently, it does happen.
Very thick.
I tend to have my.
Why are we watching Gamesville? Can't we just talk like this for the rest of the night?
I could just use the bonus show layout. There you go. We're just chatting. It's fine now.
I tend to have my hot water bottles not quite 100% hot, so I can drink it quicker.
Exactly. Get that lovely. Sometimes I do. Sometimes when New wants a hot water bottle doing, I'll just tip out the water that's in the bottle into the kettle, and then I just think I now need to wash the kettle out because I don't want to leave that bit of rubbery water in the kettle.
I remember, hot chocolate, right? I remember growing up
trying it. It's still a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't had hot chocolate since I was fucking 14 or something.
You're missing out.
Yeah, maybe. But I remember having it when I was a kid and just going, this is horrible. It's horrible. So you go places. Do you want a hot chocolate? Absolutely not. It's disgusting. It's powdered hot water, right? It's rank. Until finally I tried one that my parents didn't make. And I was like, oh, okay, right. So my parents just can't make hot chocolate.
See, that was me, but with most food. That was like,
oh, really?
Just like, oh, my mum and dad just can't cook.
Yeah, no, look, because I can't remember, I think it was on Scouts actually, where they were all having a go at me because I wasn't drinking hot chocolate. And then I went, all right then. And it turned up and it had whipped cream, marshmallows in it.
All the trimmings.
Apparently, the scout leader would just chuck a couple of
powder in it.
Yeah. The scout leader would just chuck a couple of Mars bars in it because fuck it, why not? And it was delicious. I was like, I've wasted my youth.
They're so nice.
I've wasted my youth. Oh, you can't have one now. You go into a shop now. You're getting coffee on you. You're not getting a hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, at home or at work, you know, you can get like a Galaxy One.
It's nowhere else exists now. It's just.
I tried
don't want anything where you got to mix it because it's hassle. I prefer, you know.
Sorry,
okay.
have none of you watched the Velvetizer video? I spent a lot of time making that.
But no, I mean,
get yourself a Velvetizer. Holy shit!
You know the coffee machine that you've got, right?
Oh, yeah,
I've got the same one, Dave, and you can get the pods that are also chocolate ones as well. Like you just
I've tried them, but they're ridiculous. They spit out like a tiny bit of drink. Then you've got a milk cup on it, and it just tastes too horrible.
It's true. The amount you get is quite small, but then you've got to just stick a load of milk in it, and then it's fine.
Dave, I might. So there's a possibility I'm going to be going to Dave's house next week. I will. Go on. If I am, I will bring the Velvetizer, and we'll just have a nice hot chocolate. It here. Sunday morning hot chocolate at Dave's.
Oh yeah,
you get the pastries in. We'll.
I suppose we could still do it. Joe can take Charlie to his football lesson, so maybe we'll sort that out. I just realised that we're just chatting now, like we're not on air. This is really bad. We should.
Can we?
People have paid money for this. Fucking
I'm excited about this because I remember watching this when I was young.
I watched this a lot when I was a kid, and famously, when
you were a kid. This was like when we were like.
Actually, I'm saying when I was young, I was in my 20s.
Gamesville came out. It was 2003 to 2004.
Oh shit! Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I was like 23.
I remember watching it. Right. Things that I remember about it. I remember there being a mobile phone game section.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember because we stole how they review video games for Joypod. I think this was around the Play Radio times where we started reviewing games by how many G's we gave them.
that was the thing. The piss, wasn't it? I think that was.
I think this was. This got a hard rap. This show. My memory of it is that it got a hard rap because, you know, weren't much gaming stuff on television. You had Games Master, and Games Master fans are like, I'm sorry, I can't. Come on, like it was good, right? But let's not try and pretend that it was the greatest thing ever to be on television because it wasn't. And you know, I felt that at the time. I felt that when we watched it back last year. It was okay. It was a good video game
Master
show.
Is not better than The Wire. That's what you're.
That's one of that's kind of
the trouble is I never was a huge fan of Games Master. I mean, there was bits of it I liked, but I never liked the shows which are about challenges because I just think it's fucking boring. Like,
I'm pretty sure this has that as well.
I know it does.
We should mention as well. So I think James, was it you looked up what some of the Games Master crew said?
I did, yeah.
About Gamesville, and it's borderline racist, right?
It's very mean spirited and just sort of like it's pretty. I would say borderline racist or actually racist.
That being said, have you looked on Wikipedia about how this show came about?
Go on.
Yeah.
It was, I forget the name, but basically it was someone high up at Sky got made redundant, and part of their severance package was like a guarantee that they could put out like hundreds of hours worth of TV and get it shown.
That's an amazing severance package.
And apparently, so basically, but like there wasn't much budget for it, and this was one of the shows they came up with, and this was an hour long, 5 days a week. And obviously,
that is mad.
Games, and the idea was like they had to be able to shoot several episodes in a single day, right? And it just basically, there wasn't, obviously there's not enough happening for there to be like new stuff to do every day. So apparently we can expect like a lot of features like really dragged out unnecessarily, like massive spotlights on games that really warrant it.
So if you take away the adverts, so they're about 45 minutes long. Mm-hmm. So that's what, 4.5 hours worth of content a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not far off what we do. So tell me how they dragged out stuff to make it overly right. Okay, gotcha. Right, yeah.
But again, it makes the criticism from like the Games Master lot seem more mean spirited because it's like, well, Games Master only had to do half an hour a week.
Yeah.
Not 5 hours a week. Like that's fucking hard. And with
but we're saying this before watching.
Well, no, it might be shit. Might be.
But also the target audience of this was like, I mean, the target audience was kids, wasn't it? Really, like for this, it wasn't And I think, yeah, the Games Master audience is maybe... Well, no, that's the thing. Like, in retrospect, the Games Master audience was the same, really.
No. The Games Master
that would be
audience was
cool.
always saying that they were going for drunk people.
Mm.
That was the line, wasn't it? Or am I thinking of the 11 o'clock show? I can't remember.
What time was Games Master on?
It was on at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, I was gonna
It
say,
was,
it
but
early.
they repeated it later at night, didn't they? Didn't they repeat it at the coming home from the pub hour?
But you see, that's the thing. What you don't get... what I
9 p.m.
considered about this was that Games Master was layered, you see. There was lots of layers to Games Master. You know.
There were
After a
loads,
lovely rustic meal. What was that? Why did they always use rustic in pub? Right, we should...
Yeah, we should crack on.
So did all three of you have Sky when you were younger? Because I never had Sky.
I didn't. I used
Not
to
when I
watch
was younger.
I used to watch this at a friend's house. Not like, oh, I'm going to go around and we're going to sit and watch Gamesville together. We'd put it on, while we were playing stuff.
So
it was on
we never had...
because it got repeated all the time. Because like on Sky, they just repeated stuff constantly, and so there was a good chance if you switched on the TV during the day, Gamesville would be on.
So we never had Sky. My dad, he's like, he never goes for the mainstream one, right? He always goes. So we had ITV Digital. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
We had that. Our internet was Blue Yonder.
Nice.
And what was our? We went ITV Digital, and then obviously Virgin Media, but there was something before them as well. I can't remember. But we never had Sky.
We used to be fucking cable and wireless.
It was on digital. It was on digital to begin with.
On digital, that was the one we had. We had on digital, yeah, because they moved from ITV Digital to on digital, didn't they?
See, we had cable and wireless.
Whether in Norwegian live TV, go on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started off with Bell Cable Media because they did it cheaper. The only reason we got it was because you got the TV and you also got the telephone line for the same cost as a BT telephone line. So my dad was like, all right.
Do you remember renting televisions? That was a thing.
Yeah,
probably still is somewhere.
I mean, stay contented, get radio rented.
I think that's time for us to start the show.
Yeah, let's start the show. Come on,
let's shut up.
Fucking hell.
Is it playing for everyone?
Prince.
It is.
A bad rock star from the late 80s.
I mean,
sorry, what the fuck?
BC. Sand.
We've started off by slacking off Prince.
Can we go back? Because that's quite an amazing opener.
Past through present to future.
Start that again.
Prince. A bad rock star from the late 80s.
Persians, a race of people living around 400 BC.
Sand covers 30% of the Earth's surface.
Time, an irreversible progression from past through present to future.
So who cares?
Well, put them all together and you get one of the most highly anticipated titles of this year. In Prince of Persia.
Oxygen, overrated. Who needs it? Pile of shit, get rid of it.
Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
Pointless.
I don't mind that intro. They were just breaking it down and taking the piss.
Yeah, no, that was It's just about they went in slagging off Prince. That's all.
Get their attention.
Shy, I should say, we also rented our tellies for years.
Welcome to the show. I'm Jamie Atiko, and if gaming is your life, then we are your heart, pumping knowledge to all of your extremities.
And I'm Darren Malcolm, and yep, if gaming's in your blood like us, then it's got to be Gamesville.
But it is in my blood.
Let me tell you about the treasures going on in Gamesville today. In our face-off zone, we have got Xbox's great racer. It is Group S Challenge, and I tell you what, we've got two gamers who are going to be battling it out for an elite stamp.
I tell you what, in our clash of titles today, we've got an old favourite going up against a new pretender, as Chrome goes plasma to plasma with Halo.
That's going to be a biggie, Jake.
What else we got? We got the old school guy with the massive forearms in our retro table. Right? I'm talking about Popeye.
No, it's a game.
Was it?
I tell you what, Popeye. I tell you what, Daz. Let me show you what's going on.
Right, they're saying that they're going to put the two games up to.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is they going to go all deadlock? Right, I'll do you a deal.
Check this out. If you fancy getting on your PC and exploring exotic worlds and vast kingdoms, then this has got to be the game for you. But get yourself in first gear because we're off to the console kitchen.
It was good. I did enjoy Prince of Persia.
World Rally Championship
Sands of Time, anyway.
Now, to be quite honest with you people,
and do you know what? Like, as easy as it is to take the piss, I quite like the whole, it's just a load of shit happening in one room, cameras fucking running around, crews everywhere. Big breakfast style. It's all right.
Although they are all just standing there with their heads down doing that. Like, there's no atmosphere in that room, is there?
I do remember them also promoting the N-Gage quite heavily.
Did they?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yeah.
We will be checking in with these guys.
What are those people doing in the background?
In the show.
Is that like the helpline?
I think so. Yeah.
They've got quite a team of people, aren't they, working on this? You know?
Jamie. All you have to do is
Oh, I thought that was a mannequin's head at the back there. The blonde hair. I didn't see the arms.
Because the hair's so
No, it's not.
shiny.
No,
It's like, oh well, that can't be human hair. That's too perfect.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Jay, I'd say let's get gaming.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, there we go. A bit of atmosphere
One
now.
of today's
Top gear.
face-off, and we have got thrills and spills for you because we've got 3 rounds of tire-screeching, apex to apex action. Now, the choice of weapon is Group S Challenge, and we've got 2 dueling gamers. Now, our first gamer is Marcus. Marcus, welcome to Gamesville.
Hi.
Now, I mean, you guys are here for a reason. You're here to set the score. What's the grudge? Tell us all about
Well,
it.
he loves football and I love basketball, and he's trying to put down basketball and say that football's a better game.
Oh, so, I mean, you're not having that, are you?
No, so I have to settle it here.
Right, on the driving game.
This would be me and you,
Go
Dave.
to your driving school. What kind of games are you into?
Gran Turismo games,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Gran Turismo, when a gamer comes on, he says Gran Turismo, I know he's a driving man. Looking forward to it, Marcus.
Let's meet our second gamer. His name is Akhtar. How you doing?
Whoa.
Now, tell me a bit about yourself, mate. What console you got at home?
PS2.
PS2? And you're on the Xbox today? That's not going to be a problem, is it?
Look, right.
Fucking.
Imagine you said, yeah, apart from it's shit.
In my life, have I ever had the confidence or self-belief to act like this,
No.
like in a situation that he's in? You know, all these people watching, right? You're on telly, you've got a microphone in your face, and you're acting like this. I've never had that inside me. I'd just be like, yeah, I hope I can win there, actually. And if
Plus,
I want
like,
to win-
I'm 30. I'm turning 37 this year, right? And I'm like, oh, is this the year? Maybe I'll try out a turtleneck. Probably not. A couple more years yet. And he's like,
what about
12.
a hooded waistcoat?
I've got
I'll
loads
tell you
of
what,
those.
the guy next to the presenter's right shoulder is not impressed. He does not like it.
No.
I don't think he likes the
what
controller.
kind
He's
of games
looking
do
at
you
it
usually
like
play
really
with at home?
Action,
not happy.
missionary games and all that fun. Adventures.
Well, you know what, mate? You've got an adventure, a mission, and lots of action here today.
Did he say missionary games?
I think he did say missionary games actually.
It's
Yeah.
missions
And
adventures,
was
didn't
was
he?
that an intentional joke or is he thick?
Fairly good, but I'll put it to the test.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm all
I mean, you've got all your support behind you, supporting you today.
Already,
You can't let everyone
he dropped
down.
the line.
You're gonna show us what you got, yeah?
Yeah.
I hope he gets absolutely pasted.
Right, okay,
Well,
we all want
this
the other
game
guy
features
I was going to say,
Yeah,
we've got
absolutely.
this is it.
cars
Yeah.
you're ever going to see.
He's a
20
heel.
tracks and some of the best real-world locations. Have a look at this.
It's not hard to compare Group S Challenge
3
with
plus.
the Gran Turismo
Do you know,
series.
I don't even remember this existing. This
Never
game.
heard of this.
Cars and the
I mean,
iconic
obviously
graphics.
it's the
But when
YouTube
this
for it,
game
but that
delivers,
resolution on my
it's
screen looks
humbling.
horrendous.
With
Yeah.
the ultra
Group S,
realistic
I literally haven't heard of this.
GT, Group S Challenge goes for a more arcadey feel, although it still remains an in-depth game. Whether it's a GT beta is debatable, but what we do know
Well,
is
considering
that
we
it makes
haven't
a
heard of
great
it, I
face-off.
don't think it was a
It
GT.
wasn't.
Got a 57% on Metacritic.
When was
Right, our
GT?
gamers
What
are in
was
first
like
gear,
Gran
and the
Turismo?
clutch
What
is
was the
just
last
on
good one?
PlayStation.
point. But before we
PlayStation
let
1,
them go,
when was the
let's
last one,
explain
did you
some
say?
rules. Now,
No,
first
when's the
of all,
last
good
it's
one?
split into 3 rounds throughout
Well,
the show.
GT Sport's
And
supposed to be
each
pretty
round
good,
is gonna
like the
be a
PS4 version.
2-lap race.
Really?
Whoever's past
Yeah,
the finish line
it was
first
supposed to be.
wins.
No, there's a lot of
Simple
people that
as
still
right?
play it. It's like
Now,
there's a
guys,
whole
get
thing
your
on
pads in
roll-up
your
of
hand
like
because
people
it's
playing
time
it
to
weekly.
show and prove after the count. 3,
good.
2, 1.
good.
I mean, it's not the Forza, is it? So yeah.
So hang on, who's who?
Bit of split screen. Oh my god, look how slow it is.
That doesn't look fun, does it?
Hold on, they're saying they're going 150 miles per hour. Is that right? There's no way.
Oh! Neither of them have played this game before.
Come on, Marcus.
Actor's like a bad guy in every single
Oh,
American
shit.
film.
Is Marcus
I've
the
ever
goodie?
seen.
I've forgotten.
Marcus is the goodie, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Jamie,
I like that pass there by Marcus. That was a really
Marcus in first, yeah. Marcus
Yeah,
in
he's
first.
way ahead. Yeah.
Just stay in a straight line, that's it.
I was going to say, is there how many more corners have we
Oh
got?
no,
at
they're
this
pretty
point?
close. They're pretty close. Oh, he clipped that corner.
Oh!
Oh, Marcus is
Oh, he's gone first. Oh, he didn't mean to. He went first person. And it was an accident.
Right. Can I just say, right?
Yeah.
You're the producer of this show.
Yeah.
You go, right, we're going to have a racing game. They're going to face off split screen driving game. Yeah. So driving can be a little bit boring to watch. Games on TV can be a bit dull. what track should we use? Oh, just pick the track with 2 massive great straights on it, or where they don't do anything. Yeah. Just massive. Look at that track.
But you know what's happened is like someone's brought the Xbox in the game on the day, and they've just been like, no, we can't play any other tracks. None of them have been unlocked.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's like, I'm not sitting here playing this for 15 hours.
It's really so. Charlie has just set up a profile on the Switch now, right? Because he's playing the Switch quite regularly, and he put in what was it, Smash Brothers on the Switch, and booted it into his profile or whatever. And I overlooked his shoulder when he was on the character select screen, and I went, "Oh yeah, that's how it starts." There's like the boxes
like
are
nobody.
like, there's like 4 people you get to choose from. It's like fucking hell. Oh, come on, Marcus. They're on that 2. That
controller as well.
Marcus, don't block.
Oh no, Marcus! No!
Oh no, he's fucked it worse.
Oh Jesus!
He's 45 seconds ahead. I think he's alright.
Yeah,
Oh my
barriers.
I think Marcus has just done enough there. But we'll see what happens.
It's only 11
I mean,
now.
come on. If Akhtar wins this, he's going to be going on for the rest of his life. It's going to be like.
The problem is that Acto is right about being football being better than basketball, but he's absolutely blown it there. Absolutely blown it.
We have a winner in round 1, and man, that was
it's only round 1.
Smooth drive. It was like a Sunday drive, right, Marcus?
Yes, it's easy as that.
Yeah, you just like let your hair down, just like chilled out, and just took your time around the course. He put you under pressure at the beginning, but you definitely came through very well. Well done, Marcus. Great round from you.
Marcus did very
Could
well.
we recreate this as a live show?
I think
yes.
Don't worry about round 1.
100%.
With now, but you know, you've got your support.
Get all the audience up on
What's that
stage.
face? Did you see that face
Right
at the
now,
camera?
guys,
No, sorry.
check out our first review.
Oh, review.
I know we shouldn't rewind it and stuff, but who gives a shit?
Let's check out our
Watch
first
the
review.
one of the
It was like a
presenters'
Sunday
face when he's
drive,
not
right, Marcus?
talking.
Yes, it's easy
The
as
guy
that.
on the
Yeah,
right.
you just like let your hair down, just like chilled out, and just you know.
It's a
took your
classic
time around the course. He
situation
put you
of
under
I
pressure
don't
at the
really know
beginning,
what to
but you
do
definitely
during this bit when the
came
other
through
guy's
very well. Well
talking.
done, Marcus.
So
Well
should
done.
do something.
Marcus did very
Here we
well.
go,
So
ready?
you've got to come back in round
Wait till
2.
he comes back.
Don't worry about round 1. It's all over with now. But you know, you've got your support. Round 2 is all important. Right now, guys, let's check out our first review.
Here we go. We're getting a review
Things
now.
are heating up in the console kitchen because we're taking a look at World Rally Championship 3. Now, I'm a big fan of rally games. Now, I'm pretty good on tarmac, but rally is a whole different
I was hoping it was going to be the game they just played and they were going to give it a really good review.
You always get that in a rally game, which is why I'm looking forward
It's a potential
to checking out
GT
our next
beta, I thought.
Now, I want to know, will it make the grade or
Oh,
will it
he
end
just
up in
nearly
the mud?
elbowed that
In the
kid in the
meantime-
face. He just nearly elbowed that kid in the face. Did you
The
see him
whole rallying
flinching?
genre is hardly short of excellent titles. Codemasters Colin
There was no money for reshoots on this either. If you'd hit the kid, then that's going in.
That's
in the show.
cranking out superb games. Now, with the 2003 World Championship tied up, Sony
Oh, this
have
looks
released
decent.
WRC3
Compared to what we've
featuring
just
It
seen.
looks better than, yeah.
all the courses and all the drivers. Well, nearly all. Not surprisingly,
Was this
you
a different
can't
game to
play
Colin
as
McRae, or did they
but you
rename
can
Colin
play
McRae
as
after Colin
championship
died?
This is
winner
different,
Peter
yeah.
Solberg. Developers
I think Colin McRae games became the Dirt series
breaking
pretty much, didn't
technological
they?
boundaries in terms of
Yeah.
graphics, with
God, I used to
bodywork
love
and
them.
glass flying off the cars and a more detailed collision and damage mode. Apart from the championship modes, you can choose to race
Yeah,
a
see that
single
car,
rally or dive straight
Matt,
into
and it
the
just makes me
action.
think of
So, do we need another
Sega Rally.
mud-splattering game, or is this a course
What?
too far?
Which one?
The one was the Subaru one, because
Oh,
they
in
had one
Pretzel.
like that in
Alright,
Sega
so
Rally,
I
didn't
mean,
they?
there
Oh,
are
in
a
Pretzel, that's
whole
it.
load of
What's that
rally
in
games on
Sega
the
Rally? I
market.
can't
No, it
remember.
wasn't in the original
Marketing
Sega Rally.
has got
No.
Mine was like
It was in the
How
360
realistic
one,
is this?
wasn't it?
Yeah. That's right, yeah. Sega Rally Evo.
Call, actually,
they called
none
it.
of the rally games are amazingly
Good game.
realistic. With Colin McRae, they tried to make it really realistic, and then in beta testing, they realised that it was just too real, and they actually dumbed it down a little bit. With this game, it's as if they've dumbed it down just a little bit further than Colin McRae 4.
So, I mean, tell me something about some of the cars that feature.
James,
Is
when
it the
you
official
type,
cars of the World Rally
we can,
Championship?
that's
Not
all
only is it
we
the
can
official
hear.
cars, it's the official drivers, all except Colin, of course.
Of course, yeah, because he's got his own game.
He's got his own game. And, all the official,
I'll remember
events
to mute
as
it
well.
next time I'm
and you can
interacting
actually
with the
go through
chat.
The entire 2003 season, have to think about that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, the World Championship.
This isn't
year,
terrible, is it?
was
This is
taken,
the
you
It's
know,
second
not.
it's got
It's not
to.
terrible at all, no.
any driver you like?
So, I mean, like any great game, multiplayer, any great car game, it's got to have a multiplayer.
Yeah, and actually this has got four-way multiplayer. Now, nothing online, but four-player multiplayer, and it works works really well. Very, very little slowdown, although the detail in the background's not quite as good, obviously, in multiplayer.
Okay, well, we've got our game of Mustafa over here. Now, Mustafa, you a big driving fan?
Yeah.
Yeah? Love your driving games?
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think of this?
This is more like, this is what I'll be like.
They definitely didn't
Pretty good.
run them through a producer, these people, did they? Get them in.
Not detailed enough. What are your favourite elements of the game?
Probably get him to stop playing it.
Yeah, just let him talk.
The cars, the representation.
Yeah, just those little bits of attention to detail that make the game, right?
Yeah.
Well, Mustafa seems pretty happy with it, so give me a G rating.
Okay, excellent.
This is the most excited I've ever seen him, to be honest. I mean,
Rally gamer is out there. It's going to get a solid 4 Gs.
Well, that is very decent. World Rally Championship 3
It's
on your
got
PlayStation
4
6.
Gs. That's a
nice.
big.
Gs.
What do you reckon that is on Metacritic?
With swirly eyes.
Well, it's 80%.
Yeah.
Jones.
Not unless it was the guru. It's time to see the master of knowledge.
This is the bit I remember.
the Games Guru.
Games Guru. Yeah.
Games
Not like,
Guru,
don't call him a games master.
that Noel Fielding.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Who needs me now?
Someone that had just seen the first series of The Mighty Boosh.
Oh, look at the text
He's
message.
clearly just typed that himself in Pocket Word.
I would rather give you a dictionary, my friend, so you can learn how to spell. However, you have asked me for my wisdom, and I shall not fail. Listen.
So good.
Main menu, press
They had to rename him in the second series, apparently.
Yeah, there was
Copyright
something, wasn't there, with the
down, Y.
Oh, really? What happened?
He was just the guru in the second series.
somebody, some other company had the copyright on them.
The Game Guru. That's
Yeah.
That should make your kung fu.
I wonder if they're still using that copyright. Maybe we can buy it off them.
That's true.
Next.
Been a while since James has had a new nickname, to be fair.
Oh man, they had FaceTime back then.
In order to do perfect manuals, you must strike the balance between up.
He's wearing contact lenses, right?
Keeping
Yeah.
your character up
I love the
at
fact,
all
obviously, Games
times.
Master had its own thing. Like, let's just go weird with our Games Guru.
Yeah,
But then
no,
this
they
is
have
kind
literally
of-
just ripped off Games Master.
But then this is like a sort of a rip of Namrood, right? From
Yeah.
Phantom. Well, not really, but like, oh, let's have the cheats guy be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must keep it steady. Go to the cheat code entry screen and enter the code. Keep
Why
it
is he talking like this?
It's a Game
You
Guru.
know how perfect
And
I
they're
told him
talking
it was
like
funny,
this,
I
No.
again. Perfect in every way. Just like the moon.
I wonder what he's up to now.
Guru, you should learn to blink now and again. It might improve your eyesight.
Love Island.
If you need some gaming advice from the man upstairs, send your emails to
Yeah,
Guru
that he actually grew up to be Elon Musk.
And UK digital satellite viewers, if you've missed any of the
Who's
great
laughing
man's
now?
words,
Hold
don't
on,
worry
wait, the
about
whole
it. Just
thing
pick
was
up
that he was
remote
reading
control
text. Why do you
and
have to
simply
email
press your red button.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
coming up on the show, Sarah has got some great
It's not all
gaming
bullshit,
gadgets
is it?
for us,
Surely not.
that lets you game.
Whoa, what's going on here?
What's that?
For a second.
Oh, but I'm excited, boys.
I'll tell you what, we've got
Hang
another
on, I'm
frantic
rewinding-
race
I'm-
coming
I
up in
wanna
our
rewind
face-off
'cause it
arena
looked,
as our gamers head for the
Lets you game in the backseat. So
Hang
Sarah
on.
has got some great gaming gadgets for us, including a
When I saw that, oh,
Yeah, it's like, what is happening?
device that lets you game in the backseat of your car.
I'm not believing that for a second.
I'm telling you, Jay.
I'll tell you what, we've got another frantic race coming up in our face-off arena.
I mean, they're
As our
fine,
gamers head for the continent.
aren't they?
for some
They're
more.
like
Yeah,
they're
right.
doing
I
what
mean,
they can.
That's all coming
apart
up
from the
right
fact
here on
that
Gamesville,
Jay
you'd be
isn't
crazy
wearing a
to go
shirt,
anywhere.
like, it's
Yes.
ridiculous that he's not
Yeah.
wearing a shirt.
best.
Fucking vest.
Here we go, round 2.
If you just tuned into this hardcore gaming fun, let me enlighten you on what's going on. We've got two gamers
Not the same
battling it out on
game.
Group S challenge.
This is
We've got
this
Marco
is
and
like
Marcus.
really
He's
what's
one
weird
round
to watch
up at
now
the
after
moment.
COVID,
More
isn't it?
about that in a
Yeah.
second.
You just kind of like
Coming up, we've
stop
still got
leaning
Roy
over each
Sitchin.
other.
Just go step
GT.
away.
And then we've got a massive PC review for you, truly huge, as we find out what all the fuss is about in Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. But
They're
right
totally
now,
gonna
people,
find out what all the
strap
fuss
your
is about.
seatbelts on, because it's round 2 of our face-off! Now, pan this way.
Did you see that?
Pan this way.
Did you
Look at
notice
this
that?
game,
No,
man.
sorry,
This is
what?
a very
Did you
determined
notice
man
that?
right now, because he
Jay
lost the first
was going to
round.
flick,
But round
like
two
throw
is here,
his microphone
and
in
what
the
you
air
gonna
and
bring?
catch
Strap
it
your
and then bottled
seatbelts
it.
on,
Watch
because
on
it's
the left.
round 2
Watch,
of our
ready?
face-off!
Nice.
Look at this game.
When's the fryer fall out, actually?
Right now, because he lost
a
the
stupid
first
idea.
round. But round 2 is here, and what are you going to bring to the table, my friend?
More power, more acceleration, more speed.
Yeah?
Yep.
And more braking.
Don't worry about speed. Control the speed as well.
That's a life.
Don't fucking lose, mate. Stop losing. Giving it all the big one, but you got fucking mugged off there.
We know it wasn't luck, innit?
No.
We know that it was pure driving skill, don't we? Yeah? I mean, you know, what else are you going to bring to the table in round two?
Just do the same.
Yeah?
Just do the same.
Oh God, I hope he smashes him again. I really hope he smashes him again.
It's round two, and I'll tell you what, I can't wait for it to get underway. So, guys, pick up your pads, please. Right, we are on the Monaco circuit, and this is a very tough, twisty circuit. After the count of three,
oh, this one's got. This is not just two long straights, though. Oh, they're playing the same game. That's
it. The same game. Why would they do that?
Weird decision, isn't it?
God, whoever was doing Capcom's PR at the time must have been buzzing.
Yeah, it's the marketing, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Marcus.
Yeah,
he's still in the lead.
And Marcus is still in the lead.
Marcus is away again, mate.
Now, one thing about this course, it's not the easiest course in the world to ever take on. It's not
There are quite a lot of straights.
Yeah, it's not as twisty and turny as we were led to
Right,
believe.
see how quickly. See if we can notice the edits. Right, so they're on that corner there, that 1 of 2. Let's see when they edit to that 2 of 2.
I don't know if they've edited much of this. I think this is
They
pretty
haven't
much
edited
real time.
any of it yet. No, this is real time at the moment.
They got to fill that hour, haven't they?
Oh, I think we were about to see Actar. Yeah, look, I was going to say he's going to absolutely stack it on that corner, and they cut away from it. I just want to see Actar fail repeatedly.
But he still looks really arrogant.
I was going to say he's impervious. Look, he's just like,
He probably walk away with like kids game. Kids game.
But so on that 2 of 2, they haven't edited Mount much at all, have they? Oh, come on, Marcus.
That's what I mean. They're trying to drag it out, aren't they?
He's only 8. What was that, Actar? He's went into the barrier. Right.
Wow, they're making us watch the whole thing.
That's what Capcom paid for.
No, they really are. I mean, I was counting how many seconds the lap was, and this is mad that they're doing this. I mean, how do you commentate over it? I feel sorry for the guys.
Yeah.
No,
and he's crashed again.
What's he doing? Marcus, come on, mate.
Honestly, so far ahead doesn't really matter.
You see that? Look.
Why
did that hi-fi thing coming up on the
screen?
screen?
Yeah, but I'm assuming someone's taking
yeah,
it's the video track.
I was hoping that was just shoddy editing on the show.
yeah.
Keep it going, Actar.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Mate.
That is what I call driving in style. Now, Marcus, you won round 1, and round 2 was just a walk in the park, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just the same thing.
Yeah? So, I mean, you're 2 rounds ahead. Surely you must be thinking, whitewash.
Yeah,
3-0.
obviously.
Yeah?
Yeah, whitewash.
I mean, are we going to go for that?
Yeah.
I reckon.
There are another 7 rounds of this game. So, Actar, what are you going to do, mate? Do you want to go out?
It's going to be an easy task, what do you reckon? Yeah? All right, top stuff.
Here we go.
Round 3, you're playing for pride, my friend. You are playing for pride. It's 2-0 down. I don't know what to say. I don't want to put too much pressure on his shoulders. But round 3 is all about your pride. Get in the face.
So
right, now it's time to see some people who have never
Didn't
lost
even
any
interview
pride
him.
because they're just
Didn't
too
even
good.
interview
It's
him.
the one and only G team.
No need. Probably too emotional.
That's his skill as a presenter. He was just like, he's going to have no sense of humour about this. Let's just not talk to him.
What's this bit?
This is the news. It's news. Hang on. I'm interested.
Backwards compatible as I speak at the moment.
Now, when you say backwards compatible,
Xbox 2 is not
I
backwards
mean, it's not going to
compatible.
work with Xbox games.
Mara's fucking pacing round. I'm gonna take this opportunity to see if she needs letting out.
Slow down. Yeah, you do that. I'm going to pause that.
You've got a
Hang on.
They're talking about the 360. It's
the
talking
news
about
is
360.
Xbox 2, yeah, it's not going backwards compatible.
It wasn't, was it?
It wasn't to begin with, no.
Which was a problem because PS3 was going to be backwards compatible, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. When it launched, the PS3 was backwards
Yes, it
compatible.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it was,
first
wasn't
lot,
it?
yeah.
The first one, because the first one did PS1 and PS2 games, didn't it?
That's
Yeah,
right.
and they
And what was
based it.
weird is that I bought mine late but I managed to get one of the older systems.
Yeah.
So they were still in rotation or whatever. But yeah, I was able to play PS2 games on
Because
mine.
they got rid of it, didn't they? Because basically it had PS2 hardware in it, didn't it? And that's how it how it did it.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we need to save money on these. This is no good.
I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? Think about they just took it out mid-gen. They're like, yeah, that's not happening anymore.
When was it that they added backwards compatibility for 360 though? Because they you could play Xbox games on 360 eventually. I just can't remember when it was.
You could.
No, you could. You definitely could. There was like a selection of ones that you could, but I can't remember how many it was.
Just don't type. Don't start typing. Because
I mean, the mute was louder.
Like honestly, you can since it's gone from a MacBook to his Mac now. Honestly, have you noticed it on the podcast? You can just hear him clicking away, constantly clicking away when people are talking.
I try and mute as much as I can, but I think we all need a big meeting to discuss the sounds I'm having to mute constantly.
Is it farting again? Does the farting come back?
Farting, clicking, a lot of like. Oh, he's back.
Go on.
Okay, so at its launch in 2005, the Xbox 360 did not possess hardware-based backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
But later on, they added it. It was in 2007.
Whoa. Right, okay, think about what you're saying, because that's impossible. Go on.
They added it via software in
Right,
2007.
okay, but you said hardware-based backwards compatibility.
Yes, they didn't have that. And then they added backwards compatibility via software if you'd let me finish. But you didn't.
You said they added hardware-based backwards compatibility.
I didn't say that to you. You didn't let me finish.
But you did.
Quick, jump in there as usual.
Hey, all we hear during the podcast is you clicking away. Right. Okay.
I missed anything.
Let's get back.
Just us arguing about 360 compatibility.
Oh, fair enough.
It's not actually terrifying, but it's disappointing. Xbox 2 isn't going to be backwards compatible as I speak at the moment.
Now, when you say backwards compatible, explain.
I mean, it's not going to work with
What does that mean?
Xbox.
Not for me. Not for me, for the audience. Not for me. I know what it means.
When the new one comes out, it's more powerful. But you may still like some of your older games.
Of course.
You don't really want both the
Whoa!
Oh, I've never seen that. Holy shit.
Oh man, imagine if it had looked like that. That would have been amazing.
The reason being that their new IBM processor isn't compatible with the old Pentium processor.
Yeah.
So it's because they're changing chipsets. But
So
I'm
it's
sure
probably
they can.
because of a movement in technology, they can't really.
Well, exactly. But I'm sure those clever bods at Microsoft can do a bit of
Yeah,
digging under the
Microsoft.
bonnet and sort it out.
Take note of that one, you know.
Sort it.
Yeah.
They will, but about 20 years later.
Yeah, really good, that's really good. What's the latest on your end of the woods?
I've got some bad news for Nokia this week.
Oh, bad news.
Got some bad news.
Yeah, well,
Michael
it's just been
Jackson is
revealed.
dead.
That the Nokia N-Gage has had its security cracked, which means that a lot of the software that runs on an N-Gage. Well, now it will apparently will be able to run on different mobile phones. Any phone using the same sort of Symbian operating system.
No, I thought that what made the N-Gage was so special was because it was such a powerful machine. It used a different processor from all the other phones, right?
That's what we all thought, yeah. But it appears, I mean, one site in particular is reporting that the Siemens SX1 is capable of running Sonic M.
So, I mean, that's
the case at the moment. I mean, there's also the danger of third-party developers creating like hardware which would allow people to download Nokia N-Gage games to their phone. But Nokia have commented just recently that they're taking the reports very seriously, and anyone copying their games are going to be committing serious crime.
We don't condone that kind of thing.
Serious crime.
Well done, Si.
A serious
Almost as bad as murder.
What were you in for? Murder? What were you in for? Downloaded the Nokia N-Gage game?
Fucking put him in with the nonsense. Jesus Christ.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
I didn't actually find this one. This was a recommendation from one of our viewers.
Oh, for real?
Nick French, who's 12, who comes from Surrey, and he likes playing this one. It's a game called Smosh Strike.
Smosh.
And you've got this gauze of aliens that are coming after you. And
You're wasting everyone's time.
They come from all sides. It's an easy game to play.
Well, this viewer
it starts off quite easy,
should
actually,
not
but it gets
be
faster and
on the
faster.
show.
So when you're like trying to attack them all, you've got like shields that you can pick up, power-ups, and also you've got this huge laser that can like get really big or then
huge laser,
tiny
cool.
again.
Right, now this one is something
I wish they showed that.
Very exciting, yes. This is Hidden and Dangerous, and it's
Oh,
a
I like
full
this.
game with added extras as well. Lovely third person.
What's he shooting at? Hold on, I've played
Anyone
this.
who's into
Hidden and
tactical
Dangerous.
strategy.
I've played
yeah.
Hidden and Dangerous.
Sorry, Sarah, did you say you get the whole game?
Yeah, the full game.
The full game, and it's
Full game
free?
online. Yes, for free.
That is crazy. Well, you love it. On that one, I
yes, it's on Game
Now,
Pass.
people, you know, you're sitting at home, you've got a question for me or Daz or anyone here on the G team, but you don't know how to send it. It's very easy. It's the boys at Gamesville.
The boys!
That's the boys at Gamesville.tv.
Do you reckon they were both using that as their actual email address and they're really shocked when they lost access to it?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jay. Now, you know I love gaming, but I love a good gadget, which is why I'm talking to
We
Sarah.
do know
and
that
she's
you
gonna
love
be
gaming,
enlightening
to be
me
fair.
about
We've
two
worked that
gadgets
out
I know
quite
I'm gonna love, Sarah.
early on in the
So,
programme.
what's the first?
This one is the Tech Set SIM key, and it's like a mini personal organizer that you can have on your keyring, but it's been designed to work with your SIM card from your phone. So if you were to lose your phone, you've got all your SIM card details backed up on this little thing.
No,
here.
this is perfect for me because, as Jamie knows, I'm always losing my phone and I never have anything to back it up with. So once I lose my phone, that's it. My numbers have gone.
So it's
that's
all in
perfect.
here, and then you take the SIM card back out again, put it back in your phone, but you've got
But
to
it's buying a new phone every week.
different languages.
And so every time you want to back it up, you've got to take your SIM out
Memo
to
space
put it
as
in
well, so you
there.
can actually edit your contact details and things, and then eventually
Yeah, that wasn't
put them
easy
back
back
onto
then
your SIM
either,
card.
was
If
it?
you
You had
want
to
to
remove the
remember something, you haven't got your phone
back
on you,
part of
pop
the
it
phone.
in,
Just
you can transfer it
To
onto
remove
your
the
SIM
dragging
card.
case.
Yeah.
You had to get the SIM out, and it was like that big.
Also, it's password protected, so no one can get all your details.
Oh, that
Put your
just
password
improves
in.
it.
Oh, yeah, it's a password
Imagine
on
that
it.
if they got all your
Exactly.
phone
Now,
numbers.
These are amazing.
Yeah,
Comparing
live it.
Gadget, which is on your PS2 into in-car
Oh
entertainment.
shit, it's one of these.
Oh, I
In
remember
here,
this
it's
thing.
Joytech
How big's that screen?
and It's lovely quality.
State of that.
Perfect. It's got really wide angle, so you can have two people watching it at the same time playing their games.
There's no
130
way you're
degrees,
getting
so
two
it's
people
nice.
watching that at the same time.
Well,
No, but it's
first,
got
first you
one
need
angle,
one
so they
friend.
This. And this is the
Which is-
in-car adapter, which allows you to game in the back seat of a car.
So basically, you plug this bit into your PlayStation, plug this bit into the lighter in your car,
The
and
lighter
that's it.
socket, yeah, perfect. That's £100, that's £30, so for £130 you've got in-car
I
entertainment.
just
not
know
bad.
the screen is quite small and they've put on really big speakers, so the sound must be pretty good, right? So
Well,
3D surround
it's not great, is it?
absolutely
Because
amazing gadget set.
I
Thank you
mean,
very much.
You're very welcome.
the
you're
gadget
just
set.
going to scratch up your games. Where'd you put the fucking console?
Right, I mean, the PC.
No, but it's got one
Yeah,
angle.
you
to
wouldn't want
press.
your PS2 switched on with a disc in it in a moving vehicle, would you?
Yeah, on your lap.
Studio that brought us Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Could this be the new era of action adventure? See what you think.
In Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, the prince returns in a 3D action adventure full of gravity-defying...
Sorry, not that. It's not. We didn't rip
ferocious
this.
fighting combos and the ability
Fucking
to
mess.
bend
Have the
time
means.
to
DC,
fulfill his
PS2
destiny.
and GBA, I
Backed by a
mean,
seductive princess
maybe two,
and the
couldn't be
power of the
more,
Sands
any
of
more
Time.
different for those three
The
battles.
prince embarks on a harrowing quest to reclaim
was
the
that little-
palace's cursed chamber.
Why did they say the prince embarks on a harrowing quest? What's harrowing about this
Full of
game?
deadly creatures and epic
Well, you
legends.
stab
this
people with
new title
swords.
They're
offers
chopping
not
each
only
other
as
up with
much
swords.
originality
Yeah,
and
but it's fun,
groundbreaking
innit?
So
technology
you're
as
so
the original
desensitized.
1989.
Easy for you to say.
Right, I've got to be honest.
Fucking
I'm quite
not,
excited
that's
about
the
it.
problem.
I can't wait to get started. So tell me, I mean, how does this compare to other third-person action adventure games out there?
This, to be honest, blows everything out of the water that I've seen ever when it comes to this sort of.
What was this the game
exploration,
that
sort of
got
running
upped?
around tombs? Definitely, we know.
This was huge. Like for
Probably
Yeah,
should
well, I
have
remember one of them
3D,
being
like this.
that was
and,
incredible.
this
It was this one. This was the good one, and then they made everything continuously like, oh, we got to make it edgy and
yeah.
like.
The third one was
you know,
alright.
He gets hold of this dagger.
Yeah,
and
'cause
then
they
he-
pulled back the edginess
So,
again.
as well as being able to obviously.
And then
fight
did the
his
one
sort
that
of
was sort of the
jumping,
the
he also,
movie
like,
tie-in,
up walls,
I
Matrix
think
style
was
and things like that. So it's a bit of a
alright.
convergence of lots of different styles.
And then there was the
edgy about the
2008
later
one,
ones?
which was
As
weird.
well as this in other
What was the
games.
edgy
And
stuff
they
added,
just put-
James?
They just put this
They
little
just made
sheen
it so
on
it was all
It's
like
lovely.
very
It's a silver
dark
sheen.
and
It just
sort of.
makes
Yeah, and they
you
added
know, it
like
was all
loads
like
of new metal and stuff to the soundtrack.
it had like sort of a more like heavy
And time,
soundtrack
yeah.
and that
So,
kind of
I mean,
stuff.
tell me how
Loving
the
and part.
Sounds of Time work.
This is
Why
really
have they
good.
got cue
Say you're
cards?
playing Tomb Raider and you think, can I get
Because
a
they filmed this whole
Fresh.
thing basically in real time, I think.
Yeah, I know, but we had
This is really
auto
clever
cue
because
by this
you can
point.
try
That's
doing
true.
things,
And
you can
maybe they
take
couldn't
things
he's
afford
not
that
looking
work.
at
As you
his
plummet
cue
into your
card.
doom, you hit
He's
this
just
button
holding
which
it.
reverses time. So you're falling off a cliff.
He's actually showing off.
Oh no!
I'm going
yeah,
to hold
also,
it
he had a
in such a
little
way that I
sneaky look
can't see
then.
it.
I've never seen it before, and that is really a good idea.
He had
You
a
can
little
also do it
sneaky
with,
look.
Did.
fighting people as well. You're losing energy.
That was like a how
Engage.
much longer have we got
Engage.
till this is over?
Time, and then, do things differently. It's really,
That's what every cue card says. No question.
You miss your bus in the
Exactly,
morning.
yeah. If you say the wrong thing,
I bet they got in trouble for saying that he could now be
Now, let's
hacked.
meet our gamer. His name is Camille. How you doing?
Yeah, but you're basically promoting, aren't
Look,
you?
look, the game is here. He's got his shirt on.
You won't be able to see it, but he's busy.
wheel
gaming.
out the
What's your
gamer.
first impressions, mate?
Lovely.
Look at his haircut. That line. He's got that done especially for today.
For most of my life.
Points, anything you don't like about it?
No, nothing. Everything's excellent.
So it gets a big thumbs up from you.
Yep.
Nice one, Camille. Now, Matt, give me a G rating.
Screen steering there.
Only be a 5G
it's not too
game.
much.
I think that's just in the video feed, to be honest.
We've managed to pick an episode where a game has got the 5G, the full 5G.
Like a Famitsu 40.
I mean, famously, they never gave those out either.
No, they did not.
I like the little hand. I like the little hand popped up there as you press the enter button. Look at this.
It's what Tomb Raider should have
like,
been.
so they're talking. You see a little hand pop in.
Sands of Time gets an official 5 Gs.
I want to play that.
I have to say. Now, at the moment, it's time to switch it all up a little bit. Get yourself in first
that
gear.
guy?
Make sure your driving gloves are nicely fitted. It's
that guy behind him just staring down.
He's in a pretty good position. Can the
One of his cue
He
cards.
looks like he's off.
We're going back to the racing game again.
It looks like this is the 5th episode they filmed today.
Yeah.
He's just like, I just want to go home.
Just tuned in. Let me fill you in on what's going on. We've got today's.
They didn't tell us to bring any food. I'm
Only
fucking
2
stuck.
rounds. It's my gamer Marcus, and we are playing Group S Challenge on the Xbox.
What's great is
now
that it's so clear that they filmed all these one after the other.
Yeah.
Everyone's in exactly the same space.
Yeah.
Those places.
You know, let's talk about a little slight change of tactics here, because round 1 and 2,
Everyone looks
not
pissed
going
off
to
and
will be
bored.
well. Now, there's a little thing called the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like barriers around it, and you've got to brake before you get there. So
I didn't
just
see it. I'm not looking at that.
yeah,
I didn't see that.
Well, you need to
pay
be
a little
looking at
attention
that.
to this map here, yeah. Plan your corners, mate.
Why didn't he just turn around and go, well, you should probably look at that, mate, now, because you're 2-0 down.
Yeah.
He's less cocky, though, the fella.
He is.
Less
He's
cocky.
been broken. I hope he cries by the end of this show.
The games begin.
Didn't even. Okay, right. Is Marcus actually going to lose a round of this? Axel's in the lead. I'm not worried.
Not for long.
Wait till
there's a corner. Here we go.
The first course. We're back on the first course again.
Oh my
Maybe
God,
the
they
game's
are.
only got like 2 or 3
Whoa.
tracks. You know, it was like
I think they've told Marcus to lose for a bit of drama.
Nah.
Oh no. Nope.
Max has just driven straight at the barrier again.
Back to normality.
First lap. Just stay nice and smooth. When he breaks, you break.
Come on.
Marcus is killing him.
He's a class act,
There's no way Axel's getting back into this. How did you get on today in London, love?
Shut up, Mum.
Fine, Mum. Did you win? Yeah, Mum, yeah, I did. Oh, well done, you happy? Yeah.
They said they're not showing it here though. They're only showing it in America, so.
And the producer said I have to lose on my round to make it interesting.
Oh, we're fish sailing everywhere.
I mean, this is the worst performance I've seen at a gaming event since Matt took on the challenge thing at EGX.
Yeah, I did that again. Someone told me to lose it all. So, you know, for the audience.
No, I didn't. I was with you the whole time.
I'll find the producer.
Marcus is just taking his corners nice and easy, rushing him.
And now we can see Marcus in our view.
Oh, Axel's racing it.
No, Marcus. He's 8 seconds ahead.
And he's playing for pride right now.
Not even nutmeg.
And this race is yours. Marcus is not far from the finish line, is he, Naz?
He's got about 2 more bends and that's it.
Actor, come on, bro.
Oh, what a corner that was. That was beautiful.
You stop breaking! He's accidentally gone in first person again.
Reversing.
Now that is how you dish out a 3-0
So,
whitewash here on
basketball is better then?
Yep, this is the proof.
We worked out basketball is better than football.
Yeah, this is great. It's easy.
I mean, you know,
Oh!
under pressure at all?
No, it's simple.
Well, you are face off champion Marcus, and I'm
Not
very
lying,
happy for
to be
you,
fair.
but
Yeah.
there is a question about a little elite stamp. Now, To earn it, you've got to play me in our face-off. How you feeling about that?
All right, I'd rather face Jamie, but
Well, there's no Jamie today, Marcus. It's all about Daz, mate.
It's all about the driving specialist for you, Marcus. Now, Actor, talk to me, mate. What happened?
Just the corners and the turning just flopped on me.
Yeah,
That's it.
he was great on the straights, but just couldn't handle the corners.
Lovely corner.
Look, this is a very difficult game, and I've played this myself. It's not easy. It takes a lot of skill. But let me ask you, mate, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Can we get a handshake as well?
Well done, guys.
Oh, it's all good in the end, isn't it?
Now, we'll be seeing what happens in the elite final later on. I certainly can't wait for that one. But right now, let's go from some of the best cars in the world to the best gamer in the world. It's the one and only Games Guru.
We're going to Game Guru again, twice in one episode.
Yep.
This is the problem. This isn't awful. Like, it's not as bad as I remember.
No.
It's just too long.
It's just way too long.
I love that on Pocket Word. It's the equivalent of like Kelly Rowland receiving a text from Nelly or whatever, you know, in Excel.
Imagine that. However, I can give you a little helping hand. How about all of the courts? Yes, all of the courts should do it. Listen. Go through the enter codes now.
I think he was like,
He
right,
reminds
I
me
want
more of
my
the-
face to look really shiny, and I want you to be able to see up my fucking nose the entire
I'm
time.
enjoying this guy. I think he's having fun with this.
Oh yeah,
he's having a lot
He
of fun with
reminds
it.
me more of the, you know, the guy that lives in the basement in space.
On the GameCube, is there a
Do you know,
way
I've never been a space guy.
Mark Heat. Whoa, Sean, what?
I know, it's disappointed many people
Holy
over the years.
Shit.
Have you ever watched it though, or?
I've seen like bits.
Oh my
you should probably,
God.
you should probably watch them.
I bet it's still good now.
No, it's funny because I watched it recently last year. I think I watched all of them,
Hmm.
and there's some real like shocking homophobic stuff in there.
Yeah.
And that was pretty bad, but the rest of it holds up. There's some very good comedy in there as well. You know what I mean?
Up, down.
I mean,
It was
the
before
painful
I started disliking Simon Pegg. I think there was a moment where I was like, oh.
The paintball episode's still incredible.
Yes, that was a very good one.
Oh, Brian, you came. No, I'll spill my drink.
Cheers.
Yeah, that was good.
You know what to do.
The bit when she says, I'm going to save this champagne for a special
Yeah.
occasion,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then shuts the door and you hear,
Just press that
"Hey."
remote. Simple as that.
It is indeed. Now, still to come, everyone's
Yeah.
favourite dog,
It's,
Scooby.
I might have to rewatch it.
will be making his appearance.
Oh, fuck.
on GBA.
Got Jaff cake to my coat pocket.
Impression, mate. And Chrome tries to outshine Halo in our futuristic first-person shooter, Clash of the Titles. It's going to be a big one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be
I
right
can't
back
wait to
after
see
the
that.
break.
Halo wins.
Don't be so sure, David. We don't know yet.
Halo versus like racing.
Welcome back to the greatest gaming show on your TV. Now, if you've just joined us, you've missed loads of the show and you don't want to do it again. But don't worry, because we've got loads more coming up, including the good old...
I love that. Like, you know, if you've just joined us, ... is supposed to bring people up to speed. What he's basically just done there. Yeah, if you've just joined us, tough shit.
And we've got more.
Don't fuck it up tomorrow. Like,
Check out Scooby-Doo on your GBA. That's coming up later. But right now, it's time to jump into our battle suits because it's time for our Alien Clash of the Titles. Now, this was sent in by a beautiful little gamer. Her name is Julie from Stockport, and she wanted to know which is the best, Chrome or Halo? Well, Julie, you're about
Julie, that's
Well,
not questioning anyone's
Julie,
art.
come on, mate.
in 20 years' time, only one of these names will be remembered. There's your clue.
Yeah. One of them will be a browser.
Julie's still embarrassed by this question.
What the fuck is this? I've never seen this game.
And varied missions.
Well,
Just
take
like
two,
Halo,
so-
you get to drive 6 futuristic vehicles. You go on stealth missions and not...
Well, I think I've got a new E3 prediction.
Chrome 2,
Well, this is a
baby.
stream, isn't it?
Well, anyway,
What was
Even
Chrome on?
Yeah, what did it come out on? I don't
He
remember.
was
You
playing
can't
that on
Google
PC.
it meant as a PC game, but when
This is
Microsoft
XB and
bought the company
PC.
that made it, they switched it to an Xbox exclusive because they understood. Sorry, they overstood what a hit this game
They
was.
Yeah, no,
over-
this is going to be impossible to
Simple
find.
and effective.
Yeah.
Graphics were groundbreaking.
Chrome on PC. Google that.
I take two. Take two.
I've tried that.
The only game to beat
Nothing.
this is Halo 2. G-Team, give us your verdict.
This is quite a tough one. Chrome.
Games
It's not.
It's got more
Take
weapons.
two.
It's not a
It's
tough
newer,
one.
it's got better graphics. It's got very good AI. It's got more vehicles.
I found the
At the end of the day,
Wikipedia
it's
page.
It's just copying Halo, isn't it? Halo wins it.
Techland.
Oh, good shout. Good shout.
What can I say? I'm a saint. Halo is today's Clash of the Titles winner. You're right, mate.
Hey. Oh, we've got a result, yeah?
Don't try it.
Christ,
Let's
just
go
engrossed me so much. I just couldn't get off it. Sorry, Daz.
He was playing Chrome.
Right,
Here we go. Here
Oh
this
my
is the mobile
god.
game on.
The main character of Chrome is called Bolt Logan.
you're going to like our next game. So what are we
I'm a
looking
real
at?
Scooby-Doo fan. It's Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem.
Okay.
It starts off, well, it's like playing the cartoon, basically. You start off, you find out that it's a typical Scooby adventure. You've got a mystery to solve. It involves lots of ghosts and ghouls.
Yep, the way Scooby
and
does.
they're going to split up, and Shaggy
Classic-
and Scooby are going to
classic
do all the
Scoobs.
really scary things, like the dodgy basement down below.
Yeah.
And
It does look really
haunted
scary, that.
library.
I mean, I was a
be
big fan
fair.
of the cartoon. I won't lie. I love Scooby-Doo. He's so cool. But I mean, you know, how does the game transfer onto GBA?
It's just like playing the cartoon.
Really?
I mean, you're running around. It's a little platform puzzle.
Is it?
You've got
I mean,
things to sort
yeah.
out on the way, like you've got to find a red key.
Just
to open
like
a red
playing the
door, there's little
cartoon.
puzzles that you've got
Yeah,
to
it's
do.
exactly the same.
But you've also got to avoid all these ghosts that are flying around in the air. And if you creep past the ghosts, you can actually they won't see you, so it doesn't matter. You can sort of,
Right,
like
so there's like a little sneak 'em up kind of move that you
yeah,
can do.
press
yeah?
B and they all get on their toes and they like sneak past. And they'll hide behind pillars as well, which is really good.
I like this. I want to play this.
It's like playing a cartoon.
And then they go.
I'll just watch a cartoon
I was
then.
gonna say, actually, I know Scooby was a huge fan of Scooby Snack. What part do they play in the game?
I know Scooby was a huge fan of Scooby Snacks.
It was. Hence the name.
It's really cool.
That's wicked. So, I mean, you know, graphically, how does it look? Does it look really cool, sir?
Graphically, it looks lovely, actually. It's nicely presented.
Yeah.
The platform, the little puzzles sometimes can get a bit tedious, maybe. I don't know. And sometimes it's a little bit too in your
They do or they don't. Don't
No,
Yeah,
can
yeah,
they
yeah.
not?
Do that.
don't
hold down
backtrack
left
on
and then
that.
you can scroll around, so you can sort of just see around you, so you know where you've got to jump next.
Right, okay.
But it does play really well.
Lastly, sir, I'm gonna
Puzzles
ask you
can
for
get a
teammate
little
here.
bit tedious,
I
maybe.
think
I don't know.
I
That's
haven't
not a
actually
very
played it.
confident opinion. Yeah.
3 Gs.
No, it was the puzzles can get tedious, and in her brain she's going, "Did we have a deal with these guys?"
Cartoon capers to some retro cartoon capers. It's time to check out what's going
Where's he
on.
come
Who's
from?
he? Yeah. Well,
There's a free G game.
imagine if you just grabbed the mic and just carried on hosting the show.
My name's Brian. I do freestyle raps.
Specialist, the map. What have we got on the table today,
We've
mate?
got Popeye, 1982, on the arcade.
Good old Popeye, yeah?
Good old Popeye, yeah. What you have to do in this game is you have to collect the
Popeye, yeah.
hearts and the musical notes and the help signs that olive oil, the help signs that olive oil would throw out. And of course you had to avoid Bluto as well, who was after you, that big hairy
Big
egg of
old
a man.
Bluto.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It was really hard as well, to be honest. You had 3 different levels to do it over, and you could only fight Bluto if you collected your spinach. As
Of course.
Yeah,
What is
exactly.
Popeye without his spinach? mate?
Exactly.
Come
So
on,
you
mate.
used to punch the can, obviously.
Come on, mate. What the fuck is he without his spinach, man? Come on, you.
Performance enhancing.
You get 3,000
You'd have
points.
arms like that for 10 seconds.
Exactly, just for 10 seconds, yeah. And then you end up with arms like me.
Now, for people who've never seen Popeye before, I mean, what are they missing? I mean, what was so good about it?
Well, it just looked like the cartoon. It was really difficult, to be honest, and I wouldn't attempt playing it because you'll just get.
He's good.
Playing it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, is this a game nowadays that, you know, people can get into, or should it just be,
Wonder what he's doing now.
you know,
It's
in
worth a
place?
look if you're.
Well, it's just good. It's probably on Twitter, right?
He's not around.
In 90,
He ends up the games guru. He seems to do a lot of like video producing and stuff now.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, maybe
That's the
he
same.
sailed off into the distance. Who knows?
If anyone out there is watching the show and you know what happened to Popeye, let us know. The boys at GAMEZVILLE.tv.
Can you send an email? Take down the email address and send it in. This is what happened to Popeye.
Matt, just like to say a huge thank you, mate.
Go on, Matt.
For sharing your retro knowledge.
Boy.
Write it down.
Dictionary, look up the word retro. You're probably going to see his face. But if you want to meet our next
We've still got to watch another race, haven't we?
look up the word wisdom.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, they've
yeah,
done
the
the race.
grand finale.
No. He's
One
got
more
to, he's got to go up against the host now.
Yeah. Oh, it's the guru again.
It's way too long. This could have been decent if
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was half the time.
And that's not the fault of anyone actually who had to make the fucking thing as well.
No.
It was just, yeah.
Fabian Jarrett, as he writes, Guru, is it true that you could play NES online?
Please just say no and move on.
Fabian, I am aware that I rock. However, you have asked about the NES playing online. It's a strange idea.
I mean, this is so awful that I'm honestly impressed that he's gone through with it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, this is awful. Like, it's really awful. But I admire, like, just
thing
going
is,
with it.
like
having fun with it.
Because when this was made and the budget they had, will he have even had a way of viewing this back before it went to edit and stuff? Or will it have just it's in the fucking camera now, mate? It's gone. See you later.
I don't know.
Guru, will there ever be any?
He looks like he's in the next corner of a laser quest as well.
Is that the guy from Smashing Pumpkins sent that?
Harry
Corgan.
A few years ago, I would have
I've never liked that though. Don't stick your tongue out.
No.
Don't do that on telly ever.
I do feel quite menaced by him also.
I never expected to see a Sega game on a Nintendo console. It is highly unlikely that Nintendo will ever make games for the PS2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. However,
It's weird. We're only 2 more consoles away from him naming all of them.
I was going to say, because at the time that would have been a funny joke, and now it's like, yeah, it's probably about. Yeah,
No. But what I took from that is actually PS8 will have, Nintendo games.
Yeah, I can't wait for
up to
PS8.
7.
Oh, here we go.
Mario on my PS8.
It's a licensing thing.
Oh man, look at his face. He wants to be sitting there, but he was not good enough.
But we don't get many elite gamers, and that's what my boy is trying to do. Marcus is trying to get an elite stamp right about, I don't know, here.
That's it.
To do that, he's got to take on Daz.
That's it.
We didn't have money for
Get a
prizes, but
certificate.
they could have bothered the PR. I mean, fucking hell, a copy of the game at least.
Game or console, some shit.
Alright.
Yeah? Now, I mean, you beat your mate Actor 3 rounds to 0, so your confidence levels must be pretty good right now.
Yeah, pretty high.
But you're up against a
Not
whole
really,
new
was
breed of
shit.
animal right now.
Yeah, much competition. Put me up
Let's
against
see
a
how
guy
good
who
this
can't
one-
do the corners in a racing game.
Yeah, if anything, it sent me back.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right, I'm about to get this on. Will we get an elite stamp here? There's only one way to find out. Pads in hands, gentlemen. Daz, you ready? Yeah, mate.
I do want to see how this pans out though.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
shows
hoping
worth
People
it.
don't really care.
I know you don't, James. Come on, Marcus.
Oh, Darren's gone first person straight away.
He's gone first person.
Well, Darren must play this every day anyway. It's hard to get.
Come on,
Marcus, don't blow it.
Marcus is bottling it.
No.
Oh.
No, I like this. Okay, so this is great already. Great first
This is
corner.
good. This is good.
Come on, Marcus.
Come on, Marcus.
It's gone inside.
Come on, mate.
No, he's gone inside, but he's gone wide.
No, Marcus.
Darren, slow down. Darren, don't ruin it.
Yeah, come on, man. Marcus has had such a nice day.
Yeah, you're gonna ruin it.
Why
by
would
marking
you-
him off.
He really wants that stamp. Oh, this guy's been playing it all week, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been playing it all week.
Marcus in a bit of trouble there. Marcus has got the third person driving view. He's actually behind the car.
Hang on.
Oh, whoa.
He's got a massively.
Ooh.
Oh, down and slowing down. Good.
Oh, my God.
Right, we're in the second lap now.
Make some mistakes,
Come on,
Darren.
Marcus. Come on, Marcus.
In the lead still. But there's still a long way to go. Whoa.
Why does he keep waving that thing around?
What else are you going to do? You're on telly for half an hour for one race.
Darren, make a mistake. Don't ruin it.
But it looks like the mistakes are helping Marcus. Because he's not slowing down at the corner. It's like those old... That's it. Go on, Marcus. Nah, he's done it.
Can't believe Darren's done this.
Absolutely gutted.
Actar's just like laughing at Marcus right now.
Mate, you beat a kid.
I was going to say, yeah, do you feel fucking good about yourself?
Well done, he's 12.
So actually, Darren gets the stamp, which means he gets paid this week. So
You would never have seen that video, would you, Sean? Where Michael Owen was on a training video. There was a video, like a training video for goalkeepers, and they had a youth team goalkeeper playing in goal.
Yeah.
And Michael Owen was belting balls at the goal and scoring.
Yeah.
And when he was scoring, he was going, yes, like really over celebrating. And the goalkeeper coach turns to him and goes, well done, he's 12. It's so funny. You've got to see it. It's really good.
Now, I've got to tell you, this is my worst part of the show because it's the end. I know, D.
It's not though, is it? Because they're recording another one.
So yeah, we can do it all again in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Satellite viewers.
Change your vest, crack on.
red button, you can get gaming. Yes, you can get gaming. You can get hints, cheats, and tips from the great man upstairs, the one and only Guru.
Just by pressing the red button, that's pretty cool.
Just press the button and you see what I mean. Absolutely. Now, as Jason, that is the end of the show.
Wait, there must be some gags in there, right? Can I just? I know we're totally done with this, but can I just see there must have slipped a gag in that because the text went too quickly.
Something about scuzzboarding.
Here we go. I hate being careful when playing Spyro 3 on a PS1. I have any way to get past. I hate being careful, Dan. It pays to be careful, my friend. Oh, there's no gags in there. There's no gags in there.
Just press the button.
He has all written it in the style of the Guru, which is impressive but irritating.
Yeah! Woo!
Christ.
There we go.
Gamesville lessons at the same time tomorrow. Back to today though.
Computer supplied by AMD and Alienware.
Over on Mix now, whilst you're on Sky.
Yeah, see if they've got any. Oh, sponsored by Engage.
I don't know if I'm
We're
really
We're not going to know any names here, are we?
No, we're not going to know any names, are we? Shame.
Viv! Oh, Viv! Big Viv!
It would be amazing if it went editor Adam Capone. Okay, I mean, it wasn't good. I mean, right, we can. Mine's just gone on to watch.
Yeah, so episode 3. Let's crack on. Let's get.
Can we not?
Look, wasn't there like 195 episodes?
I think there was. Look, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. You know, Games Master was definitely a better show. I think though, it would have been 200 times better had it been shorter because, like, that was when I noticed they were playing the same game over and over and over again. That's when you're going, fucking hell, really? Yeah. Are we doing that?
Yeah.
Ouch. That's hard to watch.
If it wasn't wearing a vest, I think I would have liked it a little bit more. But no, other than that, great show.
It was it was clearly just being made under impossible circumstances, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, really.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we can
should have
fill.
got in contact with these.
Yeah, man, we can fill a few hours every week. We can.
It's all right because I noticed there's a Christmas special of this as well, so we can line that up for.
Oh well, there we go.
You know,
well, maybe we could do a talks over with the presenters. They must have some stories.
Oh,
that would.
I would
be
love
cool.
to find them.
Yeah.
Should we aim to do that? Should we put that as something we want to do this year?
We should certainly try. Yeah,
I think that'd be brilliant. Yeah,
even just one of them would be.
Do a talks over with one of the presenters or both of the presenters.
Like both the presenters and the Games Guru. That would be brilliant.
No, because I bet they have some amazing stories to tell about how this was put together.
Because the thing is, because the Games Guru, he wasn't even in the same studio, was he? He's just done his bits, presumably on his own. So he probably wouldn't even know what the set was like. I don't think he was on it. But no, I think it'll be really interesting. I think we should try and reach out.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Well, thank you so much for watching. We're done watching Gamesville tonight, but we haven't got any plans for the next talks over, have we?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
But we'll cook something up. We will cook something up, boy. Don't you worry about that.
Is that us?
I think that's us.
That's us. Cheers for watching. This has actually been really fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it tonight.
It's been almost exactly what we thought. In that, you know what, it's not great, but not as bad as people were saying at the time. But yeah, no, that was a nice thing to revisit. Cool. See you next month then.
Goodbye.
Everyone wave. Bye everyone. Bye.
James hasn't spoken for 20 minutes now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, you're right, James.
That is fucking
about
ridiculous.
Being checked out.
That is ridiculous. I've said tons of stuff. This really annoys me, actually. Like, genuinely annoys me. Because Matt has said less than I have in the last 5 minutes, and never gets attacked ever. It's like it's ridiculous.
We should get them on the show.
We are still on. I was thinking it would be funny to like cut off halfway, as if I'm just like, oh shit, he's gone off the rails. Quick kick.
We'll catch you later. Goodbye, everyone.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Ta-ra.